Welcome to the underground, you rebel scum. This is the American Expat, and I am out here in the Ogden Valley continuing to film with this that you haven't seen yet. It'll be in a future video. It's a Sony RX100 Mark VII point-and-shoot camera, a little compact thing, like they used to make. Well, they still make them. But I was out here and I heard something that really it's just really strange. So Ocasio-Cortez, I'm sure that a lot of you are familiar with her. She and a lot of other people on the left side have been just hemorrhaging followers on social media. And I'm kind of baffled by it. I don't understand it, like she's lost over 150,000 followers. And I look at it and I say, 150,000 people. I mean, these were people that must have agreed with her to some extent prior to the election, and now that the election has ended, they suddenly changed their mind and don't fall. I don't understand it. There's some weird stuff about it. Then again, maybe I just fundamentally do not understand people. Thanks for sticking with us. The sun is going back behind some clouds, which means that it's getting colder, and the light is changing a little bit. But I think that I'm still exposed properly, so you should be able to see. Anyway, yeah, a lot of these people on the left are losing followers in large amounts, and I also heard some interesting numbers about MSNBC. A significant portion of their viewership jumped ship and moved over to Fox News. This is something that I don't understand, that some people have suggested that there are a lot of people who just go with whatever they think is popular. And so, seeing that Trump has won the popular vote, they suddenly jump ship and go with what's popular. I find that difficult to believe, that there are that many people that just don't stand for anything. And I'm not saying like they're not welcome to come over to the other side, but it's just really baffling to me. Is that really a thing? Have you seen that in society? Ocasio-Cortez, this is another thing about her besides the switching of the 150,000 followers. She dropped her pronouns in her bio on Twitter, and to me that was really telling, because it means that she herself is one of these people that will just, whatever's popular, I'm going to go with. Is that the case? I mean, I kind of thought that before, but when I actually see it in practice, when I see it right in front of my eyes, it's still hard for me to believe, because I don't know. I thought that people stood for something. I guess that they don't. When it comes to that sort of thing, you'd have to be, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where everything goes. Maybe they'll try and pull another one of these crazy things where they just, it doesn't matter, and they're going to just erase history and say that they were always believing this way and, change everything around. It's just absolutely crazy, don't you think? Well, it's a little bit cold outside. As I said, there are snowflakes coming down and that sort of thing, and just a little bit. Just flurries. There's not really all that much, but cold enough. I don't need to be sitting out in that kind of weather to talk about people losing their social media following. Isn't it bizarre? I mean, to me, it's just so bizarre that that would be happening. I don't want to get into the, conspiratorial realm, but it does make me wonder, I just can't believe that 150,000 people were following her that were so shallow that as soon as they saw they weren't on the popular side, they jumped ship to go to become conservative all of a sudden. I feel like there's something else. I don't know what. I mean, somehow they had a bunch of fake followers to make it look like, again, maybe somebody else was thinking that. Like, if it looks like it's the popular thing, then people will go that way. Could that be it? Was this like a Democrat Party operation to make it look like they had the popular, support or whatever? And once it was revealed that they didn't, then all of it went away. I just have a hard time believing that this is real, that 150,000+ people would just jump ship after the election. That's a lot. I mean, look at my channel here. I'm lucky to get, hardly anything. 150,000. If I had 150,000 people subscribe to the channel, which, by the way, I would love, do us all a favor, share it out with your friends if you enjoy the channel, if you think that what we have to, if you like it, maybe your friends will too. They're your friends, right? You guys must have some things in common. If you like making fun of it, hey, bring your friends. I don't mind. Bring them over here to watch the channel. I want it to grow. But like I said, I have a hard time believing that 150,000 people were just so shallow that once they saw that they were on the, not the popular side, that they jumped ship. I don't believe it. I could be in the wrong. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you think. Am I just wrong about this? Am I just wrong about humanity? I tend to judge people based on me, and how I think, I guess, which might be wrong because I'm an idiot, but, I wouldn't do that. I've got tons, and plus that shows it takes effort to do that. I've got tons of people that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, let's say, channels that I've come across over the years, and there's more of them than I would ever have time to watch. But I don't go and unsubscribe from them. I'm sure that some people go through and they clean house, but doing it all at once like that is just really bizarre. That takes effort. That takes thought, It's not like I guess I'll, follow the other people. But to unsubscribe or unfollow, it just seems a little bit strange. I think I might have hit on something here that is more accurate. That this was some kind of weird operation. Maybe the followers were fake and it was all just to make it look like they had the popular support. So that in theory, I guess then they would. I don't know what else it could be. It just doesn't make sense that many people would be that shallow. Again, you'll have to let me know what you think in the comments. To me, it just doesn't make sense. All right, it's cold outside, but, now that I'm in the car, it's starting to heat up. I want to get to some of your comments because there's been quite a few dropped here that I haven't gotten to in the last video. I'm hoping that, eventually we're going to get to the point where we've got so many comments. As we grow. Again, share it with your friends and all of that. Eventually, it'll get to where I can't, but I don't know what else to do about that. Let's see. So, starting with this pleasant, wonderful thing. Hello to all my friends. This is the video, of course, that I put out yesterday. Expat? You're just an effing immigrant. Well, I don't know. I was born in the United States. I didn't immigrate here. When I was living abroad, I suppose I was technically an immigrant. I have no problem with immigrants. So, I don't know. Yes. That was from Happy Dude Gen X. Yep. An immigrant in other places. But I contributed to this. I don't know. Like I said, I have no problem with it. If you go back far enough in the United States, everybody everybody. Yes, everybody. If you went back far enough, then I guess everybody is from somewhere else, their family way back when. So, yeah, sure. I guess. From Bernard Shin 888. Those 8s are lucky numbers. It is famous. Oh, this is for the Chengdu video, by the way, so that it gives some context. It is famous. Don't you know that? Yes, I know. Chengdu is a very famous place. It is a very famous city. Only Ford 69. This is also to the hello one. Make American expat great again. We need the old intro music and more news. Yeah, I know. I'd love to put all of that on there. It would be absolutely fantastic if I could do that. I don't know. I'll have to throw it in there somewhere on a future video just for old time's sake. The old music, so many memories from all those travels kind of squished into that little intro video. Let's see this one for the Doge video. This is from Like a Bullet Through a bot, I guess. I've been a government contractor for a long time. In my view, part of the problem is dumb people and part is greed. I'm going to try and keep this short. The government has to hire contracting companies. Where I worked was like 80% contractor. These companies bid on the contracts, and the government selects a winner. At the end of the day, these companies want profit, and it's in their best interest to try and charge the government every single dollar they can while still being eligible to win the bid for the contract. This leads to big companies run by millionaire CEOs that come and go and whose only concern is becoming filthy rich or richer, doing everything they can to weasel the government out of the most money possible, adding as many positions as possible to the contract, charging more per employee, which the company takes 50% of, making a request further down the road saying X change to the original duties outlined in the contract will require an increase of manpower, etc. There are rules to prevent too high a number of government employees, and unfortunately they're replaced by much higher paid contractors. The benefits aren't as good, allegedly, but the salary is way higher. So much of your job becomes proving why you should be employed, metrics on work done to the nth degree, to both your company and the government that you could easily drop 30% of the workforce if everybody stopped having to prove why they're needed. That goes for contractors and government employees alike. I could go on, but I'm only on my phone, and that's just one example that has nothing to do with actual fraud and the favors and fluff or stuff that you hear about on the news, but I've only rarely been privy to. Yeah, it's crazy how it works when it comes to government contractors. Obviously, they're in the business of making money, so if that's the way that the system works, they're going to try to make as much money as they possibly can because that is their business. I happen to know some people that are also work for government contractors, and same thing. They tell me about how crazy their job is, that they just go in and, I won't go into it, but from Medieval Sailor, this is also in the Hello video. Where is my coffee? I used to enjoy you enjoying a cup of coffee back in the pre-pestilence days. By the way, Jay, never ever go anywhere without your espresso coffee machine. The joy of life is a good cup of coffee in the morning. World War I German officer Ernst Junger, in his nerve-wracking, blood-curdling diary, Storm of Steel, writes about enjoying a good cup of British coffee in a newly taken over bunker after a battle. Looking back at all the ups and very trying downs of my life, there is only one constant: coffee. Enjoy it, now and where you are. I totally regret not bringing that machine. I have this Nespresso machine at the house where we're at right now, and it stopped working. Sometimes I'll unplug it for a while and it'll work again, but yeah, it doesn't work. I can't drink coffee. It's horrible. Let's see. On the Chengdu video, Bernard Shin 888. I can't take hot food, but I love Chengdu for being brave out of the closet. Yeah, he, the same guy, Bernard Shin, thanks for the comment, has mentioned that apparently Chengdu is the LGBT, well, I don't know that he would say LGBTQ in China, but that is the main place for that sort of thing. So I didn't know that before. Interesting fact. Also, Bernard Shin 888, I go for Trump. What about you? I heard from Americans, my friend, he does good to people. Yeah, I've heard that he does. I don't know Donald Trump myself, but he seems to be a generous person with people that work for him and people around him. He does do that. Let's see. Also, Bernard Shin 888, this one on Talk Time. Even the Christians all support him worldwide because he put him to be president due to his meekness. Now, that is one thing. I don't know that I've ever heard Donald Trump described as a meek person, but I don't know. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. Mahina Opus on the Hello to All My Friends video. Algorithm Plus 2, I always watch when you talk about everyday life, culture, and politics. I don't have much to say in the comments. I will just Algorithm Plus count so you know how much I love you. Don't feel obliged to read me out, though. Well, I'll read it every time, don't worry. As long as I can. I really appreciate it. That algorithm, and it was funny that YouTube, the AI at Google thought that algorithm, the word, was a foreign language and wanted to translate it for me. But yeah, maybe it thinks that English isn't my first language for some reason. Anyway, I better leave it at that. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for watching. Share it with your friends if you think that, well, they should because they're your friends. And I'll see you in the next one.
ไฟพะวงหลงเฝ้าสาวเจ้าบางประกงทางห้วยงงหลงเกอหาโอเวรกรรมจำพรากจากไปไกล